right, on this episode of Bowks Talking Bouts, happy to be speaking with a longtime guest of the show. Always fun getting some insights, and especially so because Bellator 268 is looming. Going down on October the 16th, we have a featherweight affair between Vladyslav Parubchenko and Henry Corrales, and I have Henry back on the show. How's the day going so far there, man?
What's up, Dylan? Thanks for having me. It's going good, dude. Just it's 7:30 in the morning here, so just getting started. Been up for a couple hours, eating, reading, journaling, chilling.
That's cool. You mentioned the journaling, though. Like, what kind of benefits do you get from that? There, I imagine there's a fair bit of relief and everything like that. Like maybe wind down from the training and stuff like that. Is it kind of mindful of that sort of thing there, or just a general lifestyle consideration more so?
Both, yeah. It's you can't manage what you don't measure. So I'm constantly just writing shit down and just trying to, just trying to keep things fresh.
Yeah, you always struck me as an analytical guy, like the Neuroforce One kind of stuff, having a nuanced understanding of the body, and seems like it's kind of part and parcel with that there. But curious to get some insights on this fight here, man, because seems like an important one for you. You've been living and training in the Phoenix area for the past 6 years, get to, fight out there now. Like, how does this one feel? Like, how do you characterize, all the feelings leading into this one?
Oh man, it's so cool. It feels like I'm fighting in my hometown. I've been out, like you said, for 6 years, and I got a lot of friends and now family out here too. So it's really cool. It's reminiscent of fighting at the Forum in Los Angeles. And also I got all my buddies, a lot of buddies coming from Los Angeles to come watch me fight. So that's pretty fun.
Well, that's awesome that you have almost two hometowns now a little bit, and it seems like you've been getting in the localized work a fair bit at Warrior Sports Wellness and Fight Ready there for more of the MMA kind of work. Like Warrior Sport kind of struck me as more of a strength and conditioning kind of thing. Are those the two, I guess, main spaces you've been working at ahead of this particular fight?
Yeah, those are the ones, man. And just out under the sun and this outdoor stuff. Those are the three main training spots.
That must be cool training outdoors and stuff like that. You seem very oriented to doing that in your free time. So to kind of combine the training with that seems like best of both worlds there.
Oh, dude, it's the best active rest ever.
And I mean, just the myriad of guys you're able to work with, like Henry Cejudo, Patricio Pitbull, and stuff like that. I'm kind of curious, though. Those guys obviously have a level of name value in MMA, as do you. Are there certain guys at Fight Ready that maybe we'll be hearing from a fair bit in the next few years where you're like, oh yeah, that guy's got crazy untapped potential?
Yeah, there's a couple, man. Jonathan Pierce, JSP, he just fought in the UFC, and he's starting to make 2 finishes in a row. He's trying to make a real big name for himself. He's coming alive. He's looking really good lately. And we've got a bunch of younger heads chomping at the bit.
Yeah, it seems like a killer space in a lot of regards there, man. But briefly wanted to kind of touch on the last one there, because it seemed like you very much looked at it from the analytical perspective we were talking about before. Like you were kind of saying, rough night at the office, but you were also saying all good. You just got to fail forward, and the pain serves a purpose there. Like, what did you take away from that last fight? Just, obviously not, the outcome you were wanting necessarily, but what big takeaways did you get from that particular bout?
Yeah, man, it's just, it's not about wins or losses. It's just all about these lessons that this game will teach you, being in it for so long. I've lost fights before, but, those are always great teachers. And, it's just you can't really take too much into it, because I had a great camp and everything went well, but shit happens, so just kind of moving forward.
Yeah, no doubt. Part of the territory with MMA, there's just so many variables. It's like the wins and losses are gonna come as they do there. But I was noticing the last fight was a foray at bantamweight, and it's looking like per Tapology you're back to featherweight for this one. Like, what kind of motivated the, I guess, shift back to the initial division? Not that, bantamweight is like completely out of your experience necessarily, but like, is featherweight going to be the sole focus going forward, or maybe some future trips to 135 possibly?
Yeah, for sure. We're staying at featherweight. There was an opportunity, at bantamweight to go down there and make a splash, but that didn't work out. So, we're back at featherweight, ready to make some more noise.
Yeah, and I'm curious to get some insights on this fight here, because I was checking out your next opponent, Parubchenko, and it looked like they had a 9-fight win streak snapped relatively recently, looking like they're trying to get back on track in that, sophomore Bellator effort. Seems pretty experienced on the Ukrainian and Russian circuits there. Have you, I guess, checking out any tape on your opponent? Has anyone from Fight Ready, like some of your coaches, kind of done the tape study on maybe some of his stylistic proclivities there, or just more focusing on what you're doing to express yourself as comprehensively the night of?
Yeah, we're doing both for sure. Like you mentioned, Ukrainian, Russian, grappling-based background. So we kind of know what we're getting ourselves into with this guy.
I was going to say, I feel like that kind of pairs well with presumably the journey you've been on in the last few years. Like, you had that Darian Caldwell fight, and I presume that like the wrestling and anti-wrestling specifically has been like a big focus. So it'll be interesting to, see it in this kind of like style matchup here. Is that kind of how you're looking at it too, or maybe not so much?
Yeah, I'm pumped for this one. I like the matchup, the stylistic clash, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like it'll be a fun time, no doubt. And I'm kind of wondering like about the Bellator deal here there, because like a little bit ago you had like 4 fights on it, and would seem like you have a couple more fights left on the deal. Are you still going with that present deal there? Has something been like re-signed subsequent to that last update there? Like, where are things at on that end there?
No, I still got 2 more fights on this deal, so yeah, I haven't really given that much thought.
Yeah, no, you got to focus on this one coming up here for sure, man, and I'm very much excited to check it out. But thought to posit this question to you with the backdrop of, some of the previous chats we've had and stuff like that, because I saw MVP come out with Skepta for his recent fight there with Douglas Lima in the rematch. Do you think we ever see Vinnie Paz from Jedi Mind Tricks walk you out in Bellator?
Oh, damn, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, we got to set that up. What song would you ideally want to come out to if Vinnie Paz was accompanying you to the Bellator cage?
Polly Blood Runs Cold.
Oh yeah, that's a classic record, man, for sure. Definitely one I've bumped a time or two, but you've been really great with your time, and it's always fun getting to catch up with you, man. And yeah, just to that point of being mindful of your presumably busy schedule ahead of this one, is there maybe anything you'd want to add as a parting thought as we're wrapping things up here?
No, man, just super grateful for this opportunity and ready to go in there and show out.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued by this fight here, and I think that's a sentiment many Bellator MMA followers share in, and people can check that out. Bellator 268, October the 16th. We got a featherweight bout on the main card between Vladyslav Parubchenko and Henry Corrales. Thanks as always for the time, man, and to reiterate, always fun getting to chop it up. You have a good rest of your day there, man. Thanks for the time.
All right, see you later, Dylan.